Now, I had to bring this up because obviously Deadpool came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
The best lines in that
He hasn't
film.
seen it.
You haven't seen Deadpool?
No, I have. I left it.
Well,
I
it's a
don't
great.
really like people acting and stuff, so I don't
He
really
only
watch
likes watching himself.
I got to bring up that
the
line
mirror.
though.
it. It's like,
There's a scene when Colossus is dragging Deadpool away, and he says,
yeah,
"I'm
I've
taking you to
heard about
Professor
it.
X."
I've heard about it.
It's
People
either going to
said,
be.
I'm so pleased that to ever get mentioned in a movie,
Yeah.
like my actual name.
Yeah.
It's happened once or twice before. It happened in Funny People, I think, as well. And I was sitting there watching Funny People, and I was like, and I'm in the cinema, and I'm like,
He's like, "I'm taking you to," he goes, "McAvoy or Stewart." These timelines are so confusing.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, he makes fun of X-Men a lot in these films. I'm
Right.
wondering how would
It's because
Professor
he's jealous because he wasn't invited.
Agreed. So how would Professor X respond to Deadpool's jokes and making fun of the X-Men?
oh, Charles has got a pretty
Changed his
decent.
mind.
Yeah, I think so. I just go like, chill, man. Be unfunny for a second. I think Charles has got a pretty good sense of humour. So if we were allowed off the leash and allowed to be a little less PG-13, I think we'd actually roll with it pretty good.
When we see a sequence where another actor is Mystique, obviously, and then you switch to the Mystique and the CGI goes down and you become you in the makeup.
Yeah.
When they shoot that, how does that work with you? Do you stand there for the shot? How does that work?
They have this really nifty monitor that has like kind of a layout. What do you call it? Like a stencil? What is that? What you say when you trace something?
Oh, it's simulcam.
Like a template thing.
Simulcam?
That you have to line up just so. So if somebody's taller than me, I have to stand on an apple box, or like if they're short, so
Should I
you
say
line
again?
it up perfectly.
Simulcam?
Simulcam? Is that what it's
Simulcam?
called? I feel like you're making
Simulcam?
up a word, so I'm just kind of trying to move past it.
That's really cool, though. I've always wanted to know
Apparently
how.
it's called
Simulcam?
simulcam.
That's very, very
Yeah.
cool. What do you think Katniss and Mystique would talk about if they could meet?
I feel like they wouldn't even talk. They'd probably just fight. I don't see them getting along well.
Who'd win that fight?
Mystique. Yeah, Mystique.
It's got to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Katniss
Katniss
is strong.
Katniss isn't good at making friends though. Like she only likes like PETA like when he's dying. she's always like whatever, and then as soon as he's like almost dead, she's like, oh my god.
I think
It's a terrible friend.
Mystique would become
you're
Peter.
so skinny.
One of my favorite shots of all time is the long tracking shot in Atonement. Blew my mind. It's like this 5-minute beach tracking shot. And I'm wondering, when you work on it, when you do a shot like that, does that better you as an actor? Like, and the sense of like, do you still think about that moment and like how
I
you
do
became-
think about that moment. I think about that moment every night as I touch myself. No, I think about that.
We all do.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
that's in my
I know.
spank bank too.
I know. No, I do. I remember that moment a lot, and I don't know if it makes you. I think everything you do, every experience you have as an actor, sort of improves your wealth of experience and it expands your wealth of experience. But in terms of making you a better actor, I don't know. I know that I got to help recreate.
I don't think it made you a better actor.
I don't think
Made it worse.
what you're talking about right now. I think you're high as a kite and you need to stop showing off. I don't know, but I know I got to help recreate and evoke the spirit of an incredible moment in history and in individuals' history as well as a collective history, and that was a massive privilege, and I felt I'll never forget getting to do that because it was truly monumental. But what was really interesting about that scene is that we knew we'd have to walk. I don't know what we covered. It was like half a mile that we covered during that shot. And the night before, Danny Mays, who played one of the 3 soldiers as we were walking around for that whole section, he'd fallen off a wall the day before, and the night before. It might have been like a 20-foot fall or something like that.
God.
And we thought he'd broken his ankle, so he did that entire sort of trek with like a dodgy old limp, just going, got to get this done, man. We've got 1,000 extras. This is the spirit of Normandy. We've got to do it. Yeah,
That's amazing. They're wrapping me up. Thank you guys so
Cool.
much. You guys are
Thank
always
you.
awesome to talk to. I got my usual suspect stub for singer today.
Oh,
I'm excited.
fantastic.